So today we're going to talk about the causes of a big tummy. To begin, I'm going to start by drawing a cross-section of the tummy so that you can have a look at everything that's inside so that you can understand better what I'm talking about. Okay. So this outer layer is the skin. Right inside there is fat, and that fat is right underneath the skin. Below that, we have a layer of muscle, and in some persons, the muscles are very straight. They're vertical, they're strong, and they help to give support to the core. Now, in some persons, they have a weak core, and the muscles are actually curved outwards. So what happens is the tummy looks bigger than it actually should be because the muscles are not strong. If these muscles can be strengthened, then the tummy can actually look flat, especially if there's not a lot of fat here. So what happens is that patients sometimes come and they think that, oh my gosh, I have so much fat on my tummy. What do I do, doc? When in fact, all that has happened is that the muscles are loose, maybe after having a baby or whatever the case may be. For some persons, there's actually a lot of pressure coming from inside the tummy, pushing the muscles outwards. And that can be due to gas, bowel contents that are retained or held in, constipation. It can be due to fibroids, among other things. Some persons have fat around their liver, around their bowels, and that also causes a lot of protrusion or pressure this way. So these things have to be addressed when we're looking at a big tummy. It's not just always about the fat. In some cases, the muscles are not an issue, and there's fat just outside, just closer to the skin than in this case. So the muscles will not need to be strengthened there. In this case, we like when it's like this because we can totally work on the fat right here. We can get rid of it from meso. We have many procedures to do that, fat freezing, etc., etc., etc. But in some cases, a patient has bowel contents here and we have to manage constipation. In some cases, they have fat inside and around the bowels, and we have to manage that as well. In some cases, a patient will have fibroids and we have to manage that as well. In some cases, even the vertebrae, the bones that support the spinal cord, they have an excessive curvature. So if you have this deep curve in here, which happens in some persons, then it has to be addressed because the tummy can never be flat in that instance. Don't worry though, if that's you, you can always do certain exercises that can strengthen and support the muscles around the spine and pull that excess curvature back to normalcy. So I hope by now you have a lot more information that can help you figure out what your issue is. But at Dermacare, we work on everything. So if you have fat here, we can work on it. If the muscles are weak, as in the case shown here, then we teach our patients how to work on that. Same thing with the excess curvature of the spine. If there's constipation, we have many ways that we deal with that, or lasers help that, or body mapping scan can help that. There's nutrients and supplements that you can take that can help with that also. And if there are fibroids, we actually have a laser and a little technique that works to get rid of those naturally. So I hope you've learned a lot. If you like this video, please remember to hit like and check us out on social media. Share the video if you know a friend who has any of these issues. We'll be happy to hear from you. Bye now.